Welcome back to Elderly Smiles. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and click the bell icon to stay updated. Let's begin the discussion.
Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about aging gracefully.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's something we're all going through.
It is.
And wouldn't it be great to make the most of it? We found this really interesting article that lays out some practical steps for how to have a more fulfilling experience as we get older.
It offers a fresh perspective.
Yeah.
Instead of dreading it, it encourages us to think about all the positives.
That's like that. So, instead of just handing you a list of anti-aging tips,
Right.
this deep dive is all about extracting the wisdom from the article and figuring out how to apply it to our lives.
Exactly. And it covers so much.
Yeah.
Mindset, skincare, diet, exercise, sleep, stress, social connections.
That's a lot. It's like a roadmap.
It is to thriving as we age.
Okay, so let's start with that first point then, embracing our age.
It's interesting. The article challenges how we think about getting older. Instead of fearing wrinkles and gray hair, it says to see them as like badges of honor. Like reminders of a life well lived.
Yeah, filled with, experiences, laughter, maybe a few tears along the way.
Exactly.
It really is a powerful shift.
It is.
Instead of focusing on what we're losing, it's about appreciating the wisdom we've gained.
Right. And that resilience.
Yes.
You've weathered storms and challenges.
Yeah.
Learned from them all.
That makes me think about all the things I've accomplished and the obstacles I've overcome.
Right. And it puts things into perspective.
It really does.
When we shift our focus from outward appearances to inner growth, that's when we can start to feel proud of aging.
So true. It's about appreciating the journey, not just the destination. I love that. Well, speaking of taking care of ourselves, the article also talked about skincare.
Yes. And it frames skincare as self-care.
Okay.
It's about protecting our skin's health.
Right. It is our largest organ, after all.
Yes. And it's constantly exposed.
So what do they say about a routine?
Gentle cleansing.
Okay.
Hydration.
And
always sunscreen.
You're telling me. I've learned my lesson there.
Right.
But why is it so crucial as we age?
It's our first line of defense against wrinkles.
Okay.
Age spots. And even skin cancer. Think of it as an investment in your skin.
Like giving it a shield.
Yeah.
And it's never too late to start, right?
Absolutely not. It can still make a huge difference.
Well, I think it.
In addition to that, they mention retinol for mature skin.
I've heard about that. What's so special?
It's a vitamin A derivative that can help with cell turnover and collagen.
So it helps reduce fine lines and wrinkles.
Yeah, and improves overall texture, like an extra boost for your skin.
Interesting. Addressing them at a deeper level. But the article also emphasized that true skin health goes beyond just products.
Exactly. It's about nourishing your skin from within.
So that brings us to diet.
It does.
Okay, let's talk about food. The article compares food to a foundation for health.
Yes.
Not just fuel.
Right.
I love that analogy.
It highlights mindful choices.
Yeah.
Instead of those restrictive diets, it suggests a holistic approach.
So what should we be focusing on?
A balanced diet, rich in colorful fruits and vegetables. They provide essential vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants.
Yeah.
They also emphasize whole grains.
For fiber.
Yeah, and sustained energy.
Makes sense.
Lean protein to build and maintain muscle mass.
Okay.
And, of course, hydration.
I think that's where I could make some simple changes, Swapping out refined grains for whole grains.
Right.
And adding more leafy greens.
Exactly. Start with small changes that you can actually stick with.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It's about creating healthy habits.
Yes. For the long haul.
All right. So along with a healthy diet, the article stressed regular exercise.
It did.
This is something I'm always trying to be better about.
Sure.
But I have to say, sometimes it feels overwhelming.
Especially as we get older, right?
Yeah.
What if we reframe exercise as something we get to do?
Okay.
Not something we have to do. The article highlights how powerful it can be, not just for physical health.
Yeah.
Mental and emotional, too.
So it's about feeling good.
Yeah.
In our skin.
Exactly. Maintaining strength, flexibility, balance, which is so important to reduce the risk of falls and injuries. It can even improve sleep, mood, and sharpen cognitive function.
It's like magic.
Yeah.
But what kind of exercise?
Well, they recommend at least 30 minutes of moderate activity most days, but it doesn't have to be strenuous.
Okay, so no marathons.
Not unless you want to.
Okay.
Brisk walking, gardening, swimming, dancing.
Oh, I like it.
Find things you enjoy.
Yeah.
And listen to your body.
Makes sense.
Right.
Speaking of feeling good, the article also talks about sleep.
Yes! This is where we hit the reset button.
Right.
Crucial for stress management and well-being as we age.
I've definitely noticed that I don't bounce back as easily from a lack of sleep.
Yeah, I think we all do.
Why is sleep so important for us?
Well, as we age, our sleep patterns change naturally.
Right.
We might find it harder to fall asleep or stay asleep. We may not get as much deep sleep.
I can relate. What can we do?
Well, the article recommends aiming for 7 to 8 hours a night.
Okay.
But everyone's needs are different. It's more about how you feel.
So no need to stress if we don't hit that exact number.
Exactly. And they had some practical tips for improving sleep hygiene.
Okay. What are some things we can try?
A consistent sleep schedule.
Okay.
Cool and dark environment.
Mm-hmm.
And limiting screen time.
All good tips.
Yeah.
I've also found that a warm bath or reading before bed helps me relax.
That's great.
Like a ritual.
Yeah. Creating calm.
And speaking of relaxation, the article dives into stress management.
A big one. It's true. Life doesn't get any less stressful.
It doesn't.
But the article suggests it's not about eliminating stress altogether, but managing it.
Exactly. Stress is normal.
Yeah.
But our response to it is what matters.
So finding healthy ways to cope.
Yes. And they mention yoga.
Combining movement, breath work, and meditation.
I've tried yoga, and it really helped me feel calmer.
It's great for connecting with your body and quieting your mind.
Yeah.
They also highlight traditional meditation.
I've heard about that, but never tried it.
It's all about training your mind to focus on the present moment.
Sounds relaxing.
Yeah, there are lots of different types.
Oh.
You can find one that suits you.
Okay.
Some prefer guided meditations, while others focus on their breath or a mantra.
I might have to give it a try. It sounds like a great way to de-stress.
It really is. And you can do it anywhere, anytime.
That's convenient.
Yeah.
What other stress management techniques were mentioned?
Connecting with nature.
Oh, yeah.
Spending time outdoors is calming.
I agree. A walk in the park or a hike always helps me feel grounded.
Like nature soothes our souls.
Yeah, it does. And it's so accessible, even just sitting in your backyard.
It is. Finding simple pleasures.
Speaking of connecting, the article also emphasized nurturing our social connections.
Yeah. Crucial as we age.
It does provide a sense of belonging.
Exactly.
And purpose.
And emotional support.
Right, but sometimes maintaining those connections can be hard.
It can.
Especially with health issues or loss.
It's true. But the article says even small efforts can make a big difference.
What kind of efforts?
Regular phone calls with friends and family, joining a club, volunteering.
All good ideas.
And it's about quality, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Meaningful conversations, sharing experiences.
Feeling a sense of belonging.
And it's never too late to make new friends.
True. So speaking of pursuing our interests, the article also talked about doing what we love.
Yes. Staying young at heart.
Yeah. Maintaining that zest for life.
And that can look different for everyone.
True.
Creative hobbies, learning, traveling, spending time with loved ones.
It's about what lights you up.
It is. Embrace your passions.
And it's never too late to try something new.
Right. Stay curious.
Yeah.
Open-minded.
This is all great advice. Oh, before we move on, the article also included some bonus tips. Yeah, all about taking care of our physical health.
Okay, let's hear them.
Regular checkups.
Important for prevention.
Makes sense. The earlier we catch something, the better.
Exactly. Be proactive, not reactive.
I like it.
The second tip is excellent dental hygiene.
I'm guessing that's about more than just a nice smile.
It is. It's about overall health.
Okay.
Regular brushing, flossing, and checkups prevent gum disease.
So, taking care of our teeth is investing in our health.
Yes. And the final one is safeguarding our eyes.
I've definitely noticed my vision changing.
That's natural.
Yeah.
But it's so important to protect them from UV damage.
Okay.
Wear sunglasses, hats, and get regular eye exams.
Great reminders. I know I need to be better about the sunglasses.
It's a small step that makes a big difference.
It does. Wow, we've covered a lot in this first part. From embracing our age and skincare.
Yes.
To healthy eating and exercise, it's clear there's a lot we can do.
There is.
To support our well-being.
And it's not about being perfect.
Yeah. It's about making conscious choices.
That align with our values.
Exactly.
Progress, not perfection.
Yes. And it's never too late.
So as we wrap up this first part, I want to leave you with a question. What one small change can you make today to embrace aging gracefully? Take some time to think about it And we'll be back soon with part 2.
See you then.
Welcome back. So I hope you had some time to think about that question.
Yeah.
What small change can you make to embrace aging gracefully?
A question worth revisiting, I think. As our needs change.
You're so right. It's an ongoing process, self-discovery and adaptation.
Speaking of adaptation, let's talk about mindset.
Ooh, mindset.
Yeah.
It's amazing how much our attitude impacts our experience.
It really is. The foundation, a positive mindset, isn't about denying challenges.
Right.
It's about approaching them with resilience.
So, like, equipping ourselves to handle those ups and downs.
Exactly. And the article had some practical ways to cultivate that.
Okay.
Like mindfulness.
Mindfulness. It seems to be everywhere these days. What does it actually mean, though?
It's about being present.
Okay.
Without judgment, savoring simple pleasures, appreciating beauty, noticing the sensations in your body, like hitting pause on all those worries.
That sounds grounding.
Yeah.
Are there specific ways to practice it?
There are formal practices like meditation and yoga, but you can also weave it into daily life.
Oh, interesting. Could you give an example?
Sure. Imagine enjoying a cup of tea. Instead of rushing, you pause. Pay attention to the warmth of the mug, the aroma, the taste. Really be present.
I like that, turning a routine into a mindful moment.
Exactly. And that shift can make a big difference.
It really can.
In how we experience things.
Okay, so mindfulness. What else did the article suggest?
Gratitude.
Ah, gratitude. Yes, I've heard so much about it.
Yeah.
How does it help as we age?
It shifts our attention away from what we lack.
Okay.
Or what we fear losing. And helps us appreciate the abundance in our lives.
So instead of dwelling on the what-ifs.
Yes. It's about savoring the good.
The simple joys.
Exactly. The warmth of the sun, laughter, a delicious meal. Those little moments.
I've heard about gratitude journals where you write down things you're thankful for.
It's a great practice to make it more intentional.
Yeah, a few minutes each day.
That's all it takes.
To reflect.
It can be especially helpful during tough times.
When it's easy to get caught in negativity.
Right. But gratitude helps us find those glimmers of hope.
So we've talked about mindfulness and gratitude for a positive mindset.
Yes.
What else about the emotional side of aging?
Staying connected to our purpose.
Our purpose.
Yeah. As we get older, roles change.
That's true.
And we need to find new ways to feel valued.
I can see that. Our sense of purpose can be tied to our careers.
Right.
Or families, communities.
Mm-hmm.
And as those evolve, it's natural to feel a little lost.
It is. It's about finding new avenues for meaning.
Oh.
Volunteering, a passion project, mentoring.
Spending time with loved ones.
Yes. It's about making a difference.
Finding that spark.
Exactly.
That keeps us going.
Keeps us connected.
So shifting gears a bit, the article also talked about staying active.
It did.
I'm trying to be better about that. But sometimes motivation is hard to find.
As we get older, right?
Yeah.
Our bodies change, our energy levels change. But that doesn't mean we stop.
Okay, but how do we stay active without pushing too hard?
Find activities you enjoy and that feel good.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be strenuous.
But what, like walking?
Walking, swimming, gardening, dancing.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. Even moderate activity has benefits.
Like what kind of benefits?
Maintaining strength, flexibility,
okay,
balance, reducing the risk of falls.
Yeah, that's important.
It also strengthens your heart, improves sleep, boosts mood.
Wow.
And even sharpens cognitive function.
It's a fountain of youth.
It really is.
And never too late to start with tips for beginners.
Start slowly. Listen to your body. Find activities you enjoy. And remember, small steps make a difference.
Small steps.
To big changes.
And it's not just structured exercise, right?
No. Be more active in daily life.
How?
Take the stairs, park farther away.
Oh.
Get up and move every hour.
Simple changes.
They make a big difference.
They do. All right. And the article also talked about diet.
Yes. Nourishing our bodies as we age.
So it's about eating smarter.
Exactly. A balanced diet. Fruits, vegetables, whole grains.
Okay.
Lean protein, healthy fats.
Providing our bodies with what they need.
To function well.
Makes sense. Like a well-oiled machine.
Right.
So what are some good foods for us?
Colorful fruits and veggies have antioxidants.
Okay.
Leafy greens have vitamins and minerals.
Got it.
Whole grains provide fiber to keep us feeling full.
Okay.
Lean protein, like fish or beans, helps build muscle.
Uh-huh.
And healthy fats, like avocados, are good for the brain.
Sounds delicious. But changing habits can be hard.
It can. But focus on small, sustainable changes. right. Words. More fruits and veggies. Try new recipes.
Okay.
Find healthy snacks. Don't be afraid to ask for help from a dietitian.
Good advice. Gradual changes.
I feel good.
So, along with diet, the article also talked about hydration.
Yes, so important.
And something we often overlook.
We do.
Why is it so crucial for us?
Well, as we age, our sense of thirst can decline.
Really?
We might not feel thirsty even when dehydrated.
So we can't always rely on thirst cues.
Right. And dehydration can cause fatigue, dizziness.
Okay, so how much water should we drink?
It varies. It depends on activity level, climate, health.
Yeah.
But aim for at least 8 glasses a day.
8 glasses, okay. And it can be other fluids too, right?
Absolutely. Fruits, teas, soups.
So many options.
Find what you enjoy.
Okay, good. Before we move on, I want to circle back to social connections.
It's so important.
The article really emphasized that
for good reason.
Our social circles can shrink as we age.
They can.
It's harder to make new friends.
It can be, but it's worth the effort. It combats loneliness, reduces stress, even boosts immunity.
Wow, that's a lot. So how do we cultivate those connections?
Be proactive. Reach out to friends, join a club.
Volunteer.
Yes, take a class, go to events.
There are so many ways.
Out there.
And it's about quality, not just quantity.
Exactly. Nurture those relationships.
Be present.
Put yourself out there.
So create a network of support.
That enriches our lives.
Yeah, and helps us navigate the ups and downs.
Well said. As we wrap up this part, I want to leave you with a question. What steps can you take to create a more supportive social network? Think about that. We'll be back soon for part 3.
Welcome back to our final part. We've covered so much already. Mindset, taking care of ourselves, those social connections.
It's all connected, isn't it?
It really is. It paints a picture of aging gracefully. And the article talked about something else that stood out to me. Embracing our individuality as we age.
Yeah, it's so easy to get caught up in comparisons.
Right, like there's this pressure to conform to a certain image.
But the article encourages us to tune into our own inner compass.
So honoring our own needs and preferences.
Yes. Recognizing that there's no one right way to age.
It makes me think about how our interests and energy levels change over time.
Absolutely. And that's okay.
It is. So embracing our individuality means giving ourselves permission to explore.
To experiment.
And to rediscover what brings us joy.
Exactly. It might be different now than it was in our younger years.
That's so true. So it's about listening to our bodies and making choices that align with our values.
Yes. And that might mean saying no to things that no longer serve us.
Even if we used to love them.
Even then.
So setting boundaries.
And prioritizing well-being.
But also saying yes to new experiences.
Absolutely.
Reigniting those old passions.
It's about creating a life that feels authentic.
To us.
Not to society.
And that looks different for everyone.
It does.
Traveling, spending time with family, being creative.
It's all about finding what makes you feel alive.
It really is. Embracing the freedom to define what success means.
To let go of what doesn't serve us.
And create a life that reflects who we truly are.
Beautifully said. And remember, aging is a process of growth.
It is.
It's about being present.
Not clinging to the past.
Or fearing the future.
Exactly.
Embrace the opportunities each day brings.
I love that. Aging as a transformation.
A journey of self-discovery.
To create an even more fulfilling life.
Embrace the unknown.
Find joy in the simple things.
Nurture those relationships.
Recognize the wisdom we've gained.
We have so much to offer.
So, to wrap up this deep dive, I want to leave you with this. Embrace the journey. Celebrate your individuality. And remember that aging is not an ending.
It's a new beginning.
To a more authentic, meaningful, and joyful life.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
It's been great exploring these ideas with you.
Likewise.
Thank you for joining us. And remember, you're not alone on this path. We're all in this together. Until next time, embrace the beauty of getting older.